2026 video, and I am, currently in the state of getting ready. I decided last minute to make the video because I have some errands run today, so I figured I would take you along for the ride because what else do I gotta do? And I haven't done like a YouTube video in a while. So I'm actually going to get my real ID, my enhanced driver's license. I decided might as well make an appointment. There was a place nearby me that had an appointment today at 1:30. It is currently almost noon, I think, and I had to look up whether they need to take another photo, and they're like, yeah, they will most likely take a picture of you for your new ID. So that means that I get to wash my hair. So I figured we would do a little video. Sorry, I have you stuck on my mirror right now. But here's a little get ready with me and take you along for the ride of my little adventure today. So this is the current state of my greasy hair. I don't even know if I've even put any dry shampoo in it at all this week, not gonna lie. But these are like my day 4 waves, and yeah, unfortunately I get to wash my hair today. So we're gonna do that and I'll catch up with you guys in a minute.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kinda feel a little younger. Run away and embrace the day. The sun is out, won't go away. Feel the clouds on your shoulder. Touch the sky, feeling bolder.
Okay, so I showed you all of my skincare routine that I'm still currently using, but I am actually waiting for my Face Reality stuff to run out. So I actually bought a bunch of other skincare stuff off of Amazon, but I haven't used it yet, but I'm going to show you anyway. So the toner that I'm using is this one that I already showed. The replacement cleanser I got is this one. We'll see how that goes. And then for cream, so I'm replacing the Crayon Peptide Cream with this Round Lab cream. It's a moisturizing cream. And then I got a new sunscreen, so replacing this with this. Once I start using that, eventually I can update you guys on how I like it. So far, the toner I don't like as much, so I'll probably switch to a different toner once this runs out, but it's been fine for now. So yeah, that's the updated skincare routine, just because of the Face Reality stuff I got when I was breaking out a whole lot, because of my hormone stuff that was going on, but it is really expensive. So I am trying other Amazon brands. These were all recommended by Jaclyn Hill. So if you were curious where I got these recommendations, I got them from her Amazon storefront. So that's the tea on that. So I am going to actually do my lashes next. My handy dandy Lilac St lashes. I actually only have, I think, 1 pair left. Where did I put it? I think it's in here. Yep. So I forgot that the box, I put all of my leftover lashes. So these are all the ones that have only 1 left, because I don't always use all of the lashes in the box. So we are gonna do French lace today because that is the only one that I have left. So I'm gonna do that first so that I have some nice lashes on for this ID, and then hair and all that as well. I'm trying to decide how I'm gonna do my hair. Normally on wash day, I have been doing my curly girl method and having it be natural. It doesn't always turn out great, so I probably will end up curling it. So we'll kind of see how that goes. But we are gonna go to the other bathroom because that's where all of my other stuff is. So okay, welcome to my other getting ready bathroom. So I actually think that I am going to at least put my products in my hair and let it semi air dry while I'm doing my lashes. So we'll kind of see how it goes, because if I do want to curl it, I want it to be as much natural as possible because it'll keep the curls better. So anyway, but this is what I use for my hair still. I have this Avita damage control spray. This is my tried and true. I have used this stuff for years and I love it. I'm also going to use my sea salt texture spray. I am running low on this stuff. I don't always use this anymore, but if we're going to try to curl, I'm going to use it. I'll use this Lash Sorbet. So it is a leave-in conditioner and a smoothing balm in one. So I'm gonna use that. I had been using, so I have these Goldilocks leave-in conditioner and soothing cream. These were what I was using when I had my extensions in. So now that I don't, I switched back to my like not as high-end stuff, I guess, just to preserve that other stuff. So, but this works just fine. You are tilting a lot, sorry. All right, well, we're just gonna pull this back slightly. I don't really care that much about where my part and stuff is. So let's get these lashes on. So if you haven't seen me do this before, I'll kind of go over it a little bit. So I always curl my natural lashes first. Okay, so then I've got this little kit. Okay, the thing broke, so this is supposed to be attached. But first is their like conditioner, lash conditioner. I put that on a little Q-tip and clean my lashes. Any like strays that need to fall or anything like that. Same thing on this side. I don't like to put too much on the Q-tip. I probably put a little bit too much on this one because then you don't want to like get too much like in your eye. So yeah, so then I usually use my little makeup remover wipe thing to kind of get some of that off. Keeps it clean. Okay, and we just want to make sure they're dry. Then we go in with the glue. Okay, so I used to do the 2-glue method. I had their white glue. I don't know how to do it, but I tried to switch to just using the black glue. I think when I get my new box, I am going to switch back to getting the white glue for my lashes and the black glue for the band on the lashes itself. But since I can't do that, we're just doing this method because this is the only glue that I have. So I still do double glue. Oh, I put this glue on my actual lashes, trying to like start at the bottom and just kind of pressing it on there first versus like trying to put it on like mascara, if that makes sense, to kind of get it more on the bottom edges. But then I kind of run it through so that's not clumpy through my lashes, if that makes sense. Okay, so then you get your little tweezers. Okay, you take the box out. So this is for this eye, this is for this eye. Take the little corner. Okay, so I like to put it on like that first, and then take your glue and like put it on the band. Okay, so you've got a little layer of glue on there. I know you probably can't see that very well, but that, and then I like to turn it top up like this. Okay, so then it's facing up like that. Then you get your mirror real close, and you want to get it right on that corner, which sometimes they attach to your little bottom lashes, so you want to get those guys out of there. And then, boom, there it is. Give it a little tap tap. And there we go. Then you go on to the next one. Same thing. Put a little bit on the band itself. Make sure it's not too thick, so you want a very thin line. Okay, like to turn it top up like that. And then stick it right next to that other one. Boom. Tap, tap. And there you go. Look at those. Okay. Sometimes I'll give it a little squeeze just to make sure that they are together. Okay. And then you're just gonna continue that down the line. Okay, so depending on how big your eye is, so I've just got this little section right here left, but I've got 2 left on here. There's no way both of those are fitting on my eyelid, okay? So I usually switch over and then grab that inner corner one, so leave that like middle one, because I don't like it to be too close to my inner eye, because then it'll really start to irritate you. So depending on, yeah, how like big your lash line is, I guess. And it also depends on how much you overlap each section. So if you overlap them a little bit more, then you can probably fit more. But I find that this is a lot better to not overlap them as much. Like maybe just the tiniest bit. But then, yeah, see how that fits much more naturally. Okay. And then I do give them a little squeeze. It'll stick a little bit because of the glue on there. So just be careful. And then this doesn't come with this kit, but I have this little spoolie from a different kit that I like to use to kind of push them. So I kind of like use it to give, again, a little tap tap, kind of just push them together. You can also, if they get clumpy at all, use this to get any of those clumps out from your like natural lashes, but just make sure that you don't pull them out. Yeah. So there's that one. Then we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this glue first.
Break the mold, then press repeat. Get 'em up on the edge of their seats. Set your aim a little higher. We're gonna go there. Going up, going out, going all the way. Going higher, 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 higher. Going up, going out, going all the way. Going higher.
And ta-da! We have lashes. So I am not going to seal those yet because I like to let them fully dry while I do my hair and everything, and I will seal them at the end. So we're going to, see how this baby is gonna turn out. So I actually need to see what time it is, so I need my phone for a second. Hold on. Okay, so I only have 20 minutes before I need to leave, so I just fully blow dried my hair. It doesn't take me that long to curl it, so we're gonna curl it, but I need to find out what I am wearing. It's January, so it's super cold here in Washington, so I'm thinking like long sleeves, something or other, something that's not gonna like show too much in my picture, but like keep me warm. I don't know. I don't really have a whole lot of warm clothes. So, okay. I mean, I'm gonna wear a jacket. I'm thinking I really like this green sweater. It's super cozy. It's Old Navy. I found it at the Goodwill bins and I freaking love it. So I'm thinking that I don't think the V-neck will be like too bad. So yeah, I think I'm that and just like leggings and boots. So let's see how that goes. Okay, yes, I actually love the jeans. I know you can't see, instead of leggings, because why not? I think that'll be better. Iron is almost to temperature, so it's actually been a while since I formally curled my hair. I'll have to do an updated, like actually curly hair routine, since if you saw my last, like, I'm in my curly girl method era, and now I'm like showing you not what I'm doing for that, but it's fine. Because my current driver's license photo was from when I first moved to Washington. I just got like a normal driver's license photo, or normal driver's license. I wanted to get the enhanced ID, but I didn't have enough proof of address because I had only lived here for like 2 weeks before I decided to get my driver's license. So, but yeah, when I moved here, I had my extensions in, but they were when I had my extensions cut to my natural hair. So you probably couldn't like tell if you didn't know that I had extensions in. So this will be interesting to see, because my hair is still short. It's definitely longer than it was, and I am, proud of its growth and everything, but we'll see how it looks being 100% natural, and well, not natural, but without extensions. So because I have had extensions for the last 2 years, so see, look at how fast that was. Obviously I'm going to brush it out. I'm not going to leave it like this, okay? I'm not an animal. Speaking of animals, hi Carrie Berry. What's up? She has been not having a great time because of New Year's and the fireworks terrifying her and everything. And then I don't know if like the schedule like changed because of the holiday for like garbage, because I'm pretty sure the garbage truck was here this morning and it's Saturday, so I thought that was weird. So she's been having a little bit of anxiety this morning and not wanting to go outside, and she did pee in the kitchen and I yelled at her about that. So huh, troublemaker. Alright, so while those are cooling, we're going to go finish these lashes. Here's Carrie. Say hi to YouTube. Yeah. Okay, so back to the other bathroom. This is what my life has been, is just alternating between these bathrooms. So, because I just have my stuff everywhere, it's fine. All right, we'll just do tiny little clippies to keep those back. Okay, so then you get to your little clear coat here. They came out with a new one, so this has like a tiny little like bobble at the end of it. I think it's to like get to the bottom, because on this one it doesn't have that, and like I have a tiny bit left, but I've just been using my new one because why the heck not. But so you're gonna tap again. Okay, and I kind of use that as like the inner corner, just getting that clear coat on there. Okay, then what I do is I take this, I put it on and spool it around there. Put that guy back in. Okay, and then you pinch. Okay, so then you go through and you pinch those suckers together to seal them in nice and tight. Like so. Okay, then I wipe that off. Do the same thing on the other eye. Back with my, oh, that did not feel good. Don't do that. I usually don't do that, but I think I was rushing a little bit. So I kind of made my eye water a little bit more than usual. Sorry. Okay, it's fine. Fine. Then I'm gonna do just my brows. I have this little e.l.f. just little brow brush thing. I need to get more of it because I'm running a little low. In case you didn't know, yes, my eyebrows are microbladed, but they, yeah, have faded pretty gray. So I do usually try to fill them in so that it gives them a little bit more color here versus here. So the microblading helps like with my shape, but yeah, color, I still have to fill them in basically. I used to get I do still get my brows waxed, so, and my esthetician knows obviously that I have microblading, and she kind of uses that to follow to wax my eyebrows. I used to get them tinted as well when I was in Arizona. Eventually I might try and do that again so that I don't have to fill them in as much so that they're tinted, but this is just the way that they are. Normally I put my foundation on first before doing this, but I'm trying to let those eyes dry. I'm using this Revlon color stain. I don't really like it that much. This is my go-to one, the Maybelline like super, whatever, super stay, but this one is like basically like out. So I had a bunch of these that I'm trying to use up. And then I don't really want to have like a full face of makeup. That's why I just wanted to do my lashes. So I'm actually just gonna do my Pixie like tint instead of doing like a full foundation. So this just to like take away my redness, and hopefully it'll look okay in my photo, because I don't want to look super cakey, so I'm nervous to use like my full foundation. So I think that this will be better. So that's that. And then I'm just gonna throw some oil into my hair. Gotta wash off my foundation off of my hands first. I'm just gonna keep up with my Lash products. This is just some kind of oil. It's faded off, so just put that in my hands and run it through those curls. Get some of those flyaways without actually like running it through my hair, but oh yay! See, this is very much Anna curly hair, so how I like my curls to look, rather, versus I'm getting used to the natural, but you know, we're going with this today. Okay, I need to grab some socks and run downstairs, grab my shoes, and we need to go to this appointment. Okay.
We've been waiting for so long. We've been waiting for this time to begin. We ain't getting any older. I kind of feel a little younger.
All right, I made it to my appointment and I got my enhanced driver's license. So I got the temporary one because it'll take a few weeks to actually get to me in the mail. But I needed to do that because I am trying to plan my next trip back to Arizona. And I'm pretty sure you need the new ID to be able to travel. So I was like, I should probably get that sooner rather than later. So that is done off my to-do list. Eventually, I also need to get a passport. I looked into that today, but I'm gonna talk to my husband because I think he needs to also renew his passport. So I'm gonna ask him if he wants to like do that together at some point. So I'll figure that out later. So in the meantime, I figured we would do some shopping because I'm in this little shopping center. I'm in Lakewood right now.